Whatever. Hi guys, it's Debbie with Debbie J's Crafting Corner. Turn that up to on top. I'm trying to get everything straight because apparently, and this is something I didn't notice earlier, when I was doing the pre-show, because we're doing a members only pre-show for you guys to come and hang out with me while I'm supposed to be, I would think I would do something interesting. Today I'm just talking about mold and redoing a fingernail. That's not done yet. But anyhow, almost done. Just need to put the last coat on. Anyway, apparently I accidentally started streaming to the 5:30 stream instead of the 5 o'clock stream. Didn't realize it, got out of it, got back into the correct one. This is because I'm doing everything through Restream, and it's where I pre-scheduled everything. But apparently when I stopped that one, I didn't know that the 5:30 stream was basically done, and I had to recreate it and create a new one and go give Miss Elizabeth a new link. So she's here with us, and I don't have any of my effects on yet. Okay, here we go. We got some of them on. Why do I not? There's the banner. I moved the banner. I thought I moved the banner to be on top of, oh no, I put it behind the days of Christmas so we could see the days of Christmas. So we do have the channel point still going on. That is, and it's going to be ongoing, but I'm letting you guys know. If you want to see how many points you have, type in !points. If you want to see what you can do with your points, you can go to Debbie J's Crafting Corner /livestream information, and as soon as it scrolls enough, you'll be able to see the link. And I need to go to fix something else that I did over there because I also embedded the live stream. That's the wrong live stream now on the page. So I need to update that real quick too. Also, because I want to make sure I'm giving you guys a good welcome, I need to reset. This is something I need to create a button for, but I need to go in and reset the first words. So now when you say something, you will have it pop up on the screen and you'll get a good welcome. So, like I just heard a bell. Yes, Maureen Pryor, welcome, welcome. And you have a happy points balance of something that I didn't see the whole thing. That didn't work. Anyway, hopefully you can hear me okay. If you can't, tell me in the chat, yell at me, caps, whatever. I'm thinking you can because Maureen was asking how many points she had. Next one up, Miss Mary. Yay! Wanting to check on her points. I'm going to go ahead and put this last layer of gel on this nail and put it under the light so we can actually get started doing something. Hello, Miss D. Everybody's checking on their points. So I do have some more work to do on the point system. I'm probably going to be adding to it as we go along and as I have time because I've got a lot of things I want to get done. And I wasn't actually sure how I was going to be feeling today because, yeah, today's just kind of yuck. That's the only word I can use for it. It's yuck. Okay, pop out chat so that I can hopefully use the other thing. And now I need to get the other thing. So I can do this bit because I have to do that because it is too much fun. I want to be able to share your stuff on the screen, right? Why did that not do what I told it to do? I wanted this. I'll leave it as that, I guess. I got to move it out of the... You know how if you take one of your windows on your screen and wave it around a little bit, it minimizes everything? Well, that's what's just happened. All my stuff got minimized, and now I got to open it back up so I can see the things. That one can close. That one, I don't know what it is. I need that. I need that. Okay, so that's good. That's fine. That's what it needed to be. I can close that. I can close that. So at least I have a live stream up, right? I'm assuming I've got the screen correct for showing Miss Elizabeth on screen. So let's go ahead and welcome her in. So welcome, Miss Elizabeth. Let's see. Yes, it showed.
Hello?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes,
Hello,
I
hello.
can
Okay.
hear you.
So, question is, has anybody in the chat been able to hear me the whole time I've been talking?
I heard you talking.
Okay, awesome. So
'Cause
that
I had
is
my
awesome.
phone going.
Okay, great. Anyhow, so first off, why don't we? In the initial, I'm going to fix the stream so it's going to look like the other one was supposed to, with all of the details of what we're doing. And I am way too zoomed in. I'm going to fix that in a minute. But what we're wanting to do is we're going to play with some Artesprix paints, because Elizabeth told me she got some at Hobby Lobby, I think. And I hadn't actually seen them in the tubes. I do know that there was a problem with the tubes at one point, because something with the people that were manufacturing and packaging all the stuff for Ashley. But I am super excited that Artesprix stuff is available at Hobby Lobby. Now you can still get it online. And guess what? Artesprix has a sale. They have got right now, this week, each week for Black Friday, they're doing something different. This week it is blanks. I think it's 30% off blanks, and it is on my sales page. I put together a page of some of, not everything, but I'm trying to add to it as I find out stuff is missing. But a lot of the different sales that are going on, and that's basically my website address, which is debbiejscraftingcorner.com/sales, to be able to see that, which now I realize I did not put a link anywhere in the thing.
What shame on you?
Yeah. Well, one thing I do want to try out real quick. Let's see. Where is Miss Elizabeth? Because I know she said something in the chat. Look at all those lovely. I am going to pull you up big screen as soon as I can find my StreamYard page. Don't you love it when I lose stuff? I know. You think it's hilarious when I lose stuff.
I do, because then I don't feel alone.
Well, I think it's funny when folks like Kathy Zilski and stuff, when they lose things too. It's like I feel awesome because they're doing the things too, you know. Okay, so this is the one. So now I'm going to put you up big screen, I think. Mm-hmm. I'm pushing buttons on there it is. That's not the one I want. I want this one. There we go. Here we go. So you've got your stuff out. So she's got paints and she's got a couple of blanks. So Artesprix has got on sale some of the blanks, and they've got all the paints and all that stuff. But right now they've got the blanks on sale. Craft Express, which is another company that does a lot of things with sublimation, they have got 40% off everything, which I'm kind of glad that my hubby got a good deal when he decided to buy me something from Craft Express. It was on their deal of the day, and it was 40%, and it's a craft oven. I got a sublimation. It's early Christmas. It was so big, and first off, I already knew that it was there, because when they shipped it, you know how you get things and you have when you check out, when you see your things like on UPS or on whatchamacallit, on USPS, a lot of times most of the time they don't say who they're from. Right. Well, on this one it did. so I knew what it was. Well, I knew it was something, and we were talking about that or a mug press. Okay, now I got to clean off my desk. But I got a mug press. I don't have a mug press, but the reason we're thinking about the sublimation oven is I can do the mugs and stuff in that, but I can do other things in it. And I don't have a lot of space yet. Yeah, I don't have a lot of space yet. I do have inks and stuff, and I'm thinking I might... Okay, what is your plan? What are you planning on making tonight? Because I brought all my junk over here. I got 2 bins of stuff from, where you get these are kind of some of the things that take up more space than like. Okay, I will come back up. Do you really want to see me? Nobody wants to see me.
Talking about things I think you might be showing.
I am not actually showing anything yet. I'm talking about things, but anyway. Anyhow, okay, I am back up. Hello, Miss Susan. YouTube is not my friend. It's not your fault. It's my fault. 100% my fault. I admit it. Yeah. And that don't work.
I
Okay.
just blamed your special people.
It's not my special people's fault either. The thing is, this nail, I had to redo it because it came off. And it would have looked yucky for me to have all these red nails and have one that was thinner than the rest and crappy and stuff. So I had to redo that one nail. They all need to be redone. I redid 2 yesterday because they popped off. Why can't I call people? Why can't people call for? Oh, Donna had issues, I guess. People, why did your name pop up on the screen? I didn't see it. I don't remember who all had. I know what I forgot to do. I was going to go live on Twitch at the same time. I hadn't done it yet. I need to do that. So I'm changing.
Okay, you set that up, and I'll tell them what I'm doing.
Well, that's actually going to take a second, which is good. Awesome. Okay. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I need to look through what blanks I've got left.
So when I picked up my Artesprix at Hobby Lobby's, I picked up some of their blanks because it was only $1.50. It's a little purse coat. So
that is awesome.
Some paper in it. I put some paper in it so that I can sublimate and it won't leak through to the backside. But I have my little design here. Hopefully, I don't know. I've never done this. So
well, you did do it with the markers.
I did do it with the markers, but not with the paint.
That's true.
So I'm gonna do a little design here, and then I have a little script. I'm gonna see if I can't do a design right here. But yeah, we're gonna see how it goes.
Yeah, I think one of my biggest problems is trying to figure out what to put on something. Okay, I still have a couple more canvas zip bags. I could do one of those, but I don't know what to do with them.
I'm just gonna freehand some flowery things, I think. I don't know. I have no clue. But I got myself some water, paintbrushes, and the pretties. We'll see how it goes.
And for you guys that haven't seen any of this stuff before, this was done with sublimation, and I kind of messed up because I decided to go over it a second time to make it darker. And I actually went direct to the material with one of the markers. You don't do that. It doesn't work right. This one, on the other hand, this turned out awesome. But that's all that I did of it. I always had the intent to do more, but that's all that I did of it last year. Just using some stamps and coloring. And you do all, Bethany's really good when it comes to doing sublimation. She does it with a printer, so it's where you print out everything. Yeah. And this is the traditional way. Hello, Miss Judy B. So anyway, traditional sublimation is done with a printer with special ink. The ink, when it gets hot, it turns into a gas and it bonds with polyester type materials. So you need something that's high in polyester content for this stuff to work. So what Artesprix has done, what Ashley has done, is she's got a bunch of different things. It started off with ink pads and markers so that instead of having to have a printer, hello, Miss Eden. Welcome, welcome. Everybody give her lots of hearts in the chat. Anyhow, because instead of having to print everything out and everything be perfect, you can use your existing crafty supplies to do all the same things. But it's going to be more artistic because it's you guys. If you want the colors to be lighter, you'll want to mix it with white, because white is not actually a white. It's basically a clear. All of these are going to be translucent colors. So that's kind of how it's going to work with your paints. I'm one that I have still not completely gotten a light blue like what I want because I don't mix them correctly. But on the website, if you don't have this yet, look at all those hearts, Elizabeth.
Oh, wow. Hey, where's all my green parts?
Okay, we need some green hearts
now. Everyone's tired.
But on the Artesprix website, there is this. This is a color mixing chart that is specific for those paints. So if you want a pool color of blue, you need 1 drop of blue to 5 drops of the white. But it tells you how many of each. So you get to mix your
Yeah.
own, but they give you kind of a starting point here because it can get, it's just like mixing everything. Problem is mixing everything when you're doing like watercolors and stuff like that. You can see what you got your green hearts, honey. But you can't really see what the colors are looking like when you're doing it with this stuff because it turns out so much more vibrant. The colors are always going to be dull. So if you guys have any questions about any of the stuff that we're using, we got a rainbow of color up there on there now with all the hearts.
I saw that.
This is awesome. Love it, love it. And if you guys are wanting to see any of the things that you can do besides things like hearts and stuff, go to up there at the top. You'll see the website address. It's debbijscraftingcorner.com/live-stream-information. I've set up a new page there. It's got a link to the TANGIA app, so you can do the TANGIA stuff. It's got all the alerts, including the snow, which somebody just hit off the snow. It's got all of those listed on there for you right now. As I add things, I'm planning on updating that, and it does have the live stream actually embedded, the YouTube stream embedded in the top, but it's the wrong one because it's the one I was doing before. So that one's wrong. So I do need to update that, and that should only take me a second. And I have no idea what I'm going to do yet. Usually what I try to do is pick something I want to put it on and try to think, okay, what can go on there? And I can't think of anything. So what I had wound up doing, this is a gel press. So you can use a gel press like with your inks and with your, there's like re-inkers. You can do that, or with your paints. And I've got, although they're not necessarily good prints, I've got snowflakes all over the screen. I've got some sublimation paper that I've already created. So this is something I think Elizabeth is probably going to do a lot. Hello, Kelly's Craft. Welcome, welcome. This is something you're probably going to do a lot of. You're going to make your prints like you usually do. This is pretty. I could put that on something. That one, I think, is from a Heroes Art stamp. But then you can make all your prints and basically use those, die cut them out, whatever, to go on your coasters or whatever you want to do. I still want, one thing I wanted to do is I wanted to go over to Michael's and pick up some mugs because I want to try out my oven and I haven't done it yet. D says, I need something to say days to birthday instead of Christmas. I can help you with that, honey. Because this is actually real easy what I created up there. The days that it's got on there is a timer that is like, you know how you can get those timers and stuff in your emails? It's one of those. So it's basically a URL source. But yeah, let me fix this thing real quick because I'm irritated now that it's not going to be working. Also, if you're interested in any crafty sales, because of course you are, because Black Friday is this week, Thanksgiving is Thursday. I do have a page up with a bunch of the different sales on there, and I'm trying to update them as I find out something going on. Dawn just says for me to make something pretty.
Something pretty. I have no idea. I'm hoping this will look okay. And I'm not shy. I'm gonna be sad if it ruins it because it's only $1.50 for the bag.
That's not much. Well, you saw what I did when I was first trying out some of these things. I've used wood pieces that I put, I laminated because the laminate would hold it. You kind of want to make sure you maybe paint the wood first so that it's white because all of the colors are going to be translucent and it's not going to show through as well. But yeah, there's a bunch of things that you can do. Anything that you can do on cardstock, you can do here. You can die cut everything, and then there's this stuff. I've got Santas all over the screen. So this is a heat-resistant transfer mask. It's basically the same stuff as the heat-resistant tape. You know, the heat tape that we have to use to make sure. And the reason you use that, hello Willows, how are you doing, honey? But the reason we use that instead of like Scotch tape is the Scotch tape, number one, is not heat resistant. And you're going to wind up with your sticky stuff kind of sticking to everything because it's going to get hot and melt. And then, you know, all the things. But this, you can die cut things out of it. Like say you want to put a sentiment on something. Like I did some that were Halloween themed that I did trick or treat. I cut the trick or treat out of this and that stayed white on the coasters that I did. But there's lots of different tools like that. I figure that the better the tool, the better your stuff's going to be. I'm still working on, I'm talking and not doing what I need to be doing. I need to get the link to be able to update the website and the things.
I'm dabbing greenery. Hopefully it looks green. I just mixed until I thought.
Oh, that's what I was saying. Let me bring that. I'm going to actually bring you up closer so they can see what you're doing there. And that way they're going to see what I mean by it doesn't look as vibrant as it's going to be.
Right.
So,
and you kind of have to.
It all is going to look dull. You're not going to be able to tell. Yeah, you have to experiment and see.
But I'm just kind of doing dabby art. Because, I don't know. I don't paint very good. But I try.
You do fine, honey. So where was the thing that I was looking at? That's the one I want. I need...
Try not to get it in there. I'm just dabbing to make it look like little leaves.
We got trees all over the screen. That is too cute. Yeah, I also need to see if I can find a plugin that's actually going to do what I want it to do on my page and have the live stream in there the way I want it. Is that not the right one? Do what I want it to do on... Okay, so it is the right one. Okay. So now the live stream information page has been updated. So it's actually got our live that we're doing right now is on the page. So you could actually be in the middle. You could watch it from there if you wanted to. I don't have any way yet to be able to attach the chat, but you never know. That may come at some point in time because I like to play with things and try to make things so that it's as good as I can get it for you guys. And that's not really saying much because, yeah, I am who I am, and I'm not perfect. We have stars and shooting stars all over the screen. By the way, if you haven't already, go ahead and I'm going to show that one because for some reason the chat thing decided it was going to try to hold it. But be sure to hit that chat button. The like button. Like, subscribe, share this out so that we can reach more and more folks and play. Can I take Kelly's thing off? Okay, fine. They were irritated because I couldn't see what you were doing. This is going to look so awesome, hun. Okay, I need to get out some paints too. I haven't done much. Like I said, I need to do this more. At least I got one video up this past week, and I got another video with some Craft Express stuff coming up after I edit it. And I think I'm going to do... I've had these for a year and hadn't done anything with them, mostly because I don't know who I'm going to give them to. But I've got a couple of wine bags that I haven't used. So these guys are still in the wrapper and everything. And when you're using any of these, one important thing, of course, is going to be your heat and pressure and stuff. And they're usually either on the blank themselves or it's on the website. This one I'm going to have to look at the website.
I'm just going to wing it.
Well, that's the thing. Since yours is an Artesprix one, we can definitely look at what's on the website.
It says Hobby Lobby.
Oh, it's a Hobby Lobby brand? Well, a lot of times they still have them on there too. I always check. And it's polyester?
Yeah, 100%.
Snowflake and snowmen. Awesome. Oh, the one thing I wanted to check and see if it works because it's supposed to work. I'm supposed to be able to do a shout out. I want to see if it works because I haven't done it yet. So I have to pull up a different thing and then see if I can find where somebody has said something in the chat that I know has a channel. Miss Mary has one, and then let's see if I can hit the right button. Don't know if that was the right button. Yes, it was. A chat. There is a shout out in the chat for you, Miss Mary. Check out Mary's Crafty Creations YouTube channel and show them some love. Yes, it works. I'm excited. So that is something I'm going to be able to do now. I just have to remember which button it is. Mary says it was indeed the right button. And I tried to do it for Miss Judy B. And it worked for her too. Awesome. Okay, I need to grab some paper or something. I like using cardstock because at least I know how cardstock works.
I am actually using copy paper.
That's absolutely acceptable.
Because I wasn't sure about using thick paper.
Well, I figure you're basically going to want everything to dry and everything. I don't even know how to explain it. I think when it comes to any of those different kinds of colors and stuff, different kinds of paper that we use with different mediums, it depends on how everything goes down. That's why you use watercolor paper to make sure that watercolors can work on it. Painting you could do it on regular paper. If I'm using inks, I like cardstock just because I'm familiar with it. And this one was a paper jam, so I might as well use it. And sorry about the coughing, guys. We decided we're putting in a floating wall. It's kind of complicated, but we're putting in a floating wall that's going to help as it being a sound barrier and a heat barrier in our bedroom. So Todd had to take out part of the flooring, which we knew we needed to replace anyway to get started with that. And he discovered wet wood, and then we start taking up all the stuff, and there was mold. So I helped him do all of that, and there was a lot of mold. So that might be part of why I've been sick for the last several years. I mean, part of it. Yeah. I think it's more than just that, but I think that's probably a big component. Oh, I just remembered something else I need to do. I have Happy Mail. Should I wait? And Elizabeth, were you here when I opened your card that you sent me?
I think I was. I think I was cooking dinner or something.
So this is the one that Elizabeth sent me.
Yeah.
Oh, we got all these sick people all over the screen now. Kelly put all of this. Mary, the reason that it was wet is I think we have a mini split AC unit, one of those ones that'll go up on the wall. And we got that, and it's been great. And we're actually at a point now where we need to replace it because it's old enough. But if we think that it was leaking at some point and it just went under the flooring, and we didn't have it could be that. It also could be the fact that we're in Florida and we did wood flooring, and where everyone is so close to the water table that the pressure from the water can come up into your house. So it could be that too. We're not 100% sure on either one of them, but it's been sitting like directly under where I was laying in our bedroom. So here's the first one, which was Elizabeth. Gloria says she wants to see. And the reason Gloria wants to see is I have this one from her. So let's see what Miss Gloria sent to me. Ooh, that's pretty.
Oh, that is pretty.
Yeah. Nice. May your birthday be filled with special moments you'll always remember, shared with those who mean the most to you. Well, I share most of my time with you guys. So that was a pretty birthday card. Yes, as it should be. So we got that one. And then we've got, I'm thinking this is from Miss Jean. I love all that. Yes, this one's from Miss Jean. I was making sure because sometimes you get an envelope and the way that they write on it, I get so many things that are like from realtors wanting to buy my house or something, stupid stuff like that, and they make it look like it's a person's writing. And this one is in a business size envelope, but it's pink too, so that means it's probably Happy Mail. It's Happy Mail. Look at that. She gave me a rainbow of cupcakes.
Ooh.
Those are pretty. Nice. All you need is love and a cupcake. I don't know. Wishing you a happy birthday month. Catch you on a live. Yes, thank you, Miss Jean. That's pretty. And then we have one from Miss Cordelia. I don't know. Did I see Cordelia in the house yet? If I did, I didn't say hi. Is Cordelia here yet? Or should I wait for hers? I'm going to open it. I will share it again. Mary is happy. Lots of cupcakes on the screen now. So this one is from Cordelia. Ooh. It's got a lot of strawberries. I really didn't forget your birthday. I just forgot to let you know I remembered.
That's cute.
So she says, I'm actually just a dirty dog of procrastinations. Of a procrastinator. Hope it was a great day. And she gave me some little sticker gems. These look like the ones that I get from Spellbinders a lot. But yeah, I got cute cards. Todd, look at my birthday cards. That makes me want cupcakes. And strawberries. I don't want to eat leaves though, Gloria. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, they did an awesome job. Awesome job. Okay, those are going to go up there. And I have to figure out and of course I'm procrastinating trying to figure out what do I want to put on this. Or I could just pick something else that's smaller and not worry about it. Okay, I got these a year ago on purpose. Oh, Maureen says, hi, Todd. So I got these a year ago intentionally because I wanted to make something with it, and then I can't think of what to put on it. I am so bad.
That happens. I got a whole lot of stuff that I'm like, oh, I should use this, and I just don't know what to do with it.
Okay, maybe picking something smaller will make it work better. So here are some of the blanks you can get at Artesprix. I've got coasters, I've got luggage tags, got circles, and I think I'm going to do coasters. And Susan's got a great idea. She says I could just sit back and watch you. I don't have to do anything, so what if it's my live, right? Mm-hmm. So Mary was wanting to know what paper you're using the paints on. She's just using regular copy paper, so you could use whatever you want. And I probably would have thought more about this stuff if we hadn't been shopping for... How long were we gone, Todd? What, 3 hours, 4 hours? Something like that? We were gone for like 4 hours at Home Depot and Lowe's getting all the stuff to work on that room. And so that's the drywall for the floating wall, plus some of the stuff for the flooring and all the 2x4s, and picking out tile that we might want so we can bring that home and try it out because we're not sure.
Right.
And I think I had an idea. I know I had an idea like a few days ago as to an idea to what I should do, and I don't remember what it was anymore. Dawn says, hi, Todd. Okay, so I am going to let you guys watch all the pretty flowers, and then she's got to let it dry before she can actually press it. It has to be fully dried. Yep. So that means you're going to make another panel, right?
Well, yeah. Well, I have this panel, which is drying.
Okay, I really suck. You got 2 panels done while I was talking.
Well, you was talking. But yeah, so can we heat these?
Yeah, you can. I don't know how good it's going to do. I mean, I think you can actually, like, if you wanted to set it in your heat press, if you've got like one of the clamshell ones, to just let it sit on there. I think I've seen somebody actually, if you've got like a Cricut instead, like a Cricut Easy Press, like turning it with the heating side up. Be very, very careful because you can burn yourself. But doing that with, I haven't seen anybody use a heated tool, but it's possible. Don't get it too hot, otherwise the ink's going to start gasifying.
Yeah. I'll just do very lightly, where I got a little bit too heavy-handed. That's really thick right there. Some of those areas. I don't know if I like.
Well, even if you don't like a part of it, do you have a coaster or anything like that? A small thing? Because you can always save that for a smaller type of blank.
Yeah, I don't.
I would save it then and wait until you've got something you want to put it on. Because it's pretty.
It does, because I need to know what it does. And it's only about $50.
Yeah, I just remembered though. Didn't you buy some polyester material when we did Artesprix last time? You could do a test on that. It would mean having to redo it, but you wouldn't waste the blank you bought.
Right. And then, okay.
Because you're the one that inspired me to do that.
Okay, so yes, here's my fabric.
Fabulous.
We'll just get a little snippet of that. Okay, we'll do this. Get our scissors. Do a little snippet. All right. Put that away from the paint area. Okay. Let's turn this bad boy on. Or not. There we go. See, I've been doing 180 on everything. And then wait. 6, 12, 3 minutes? 3 minutes too long, you think?
Probably. I would look up online and see what the time should be. Because a lot of times, it's 45 seconds, 90 seconds, something like that.
Oh.
Grabbing one of my Craft Express things. The plywood that I did, that placemat was 374 degrees for 50 seconds.
Okay.
So yeah, it's probably where you don't need as much, especially for a fabric.
This is on Celsius. I don't know how to change it. I don't know. Let's Google it.
That's what Google is for. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm grabbing out some things. Grabbed out. You guys might remember these. These are one of Catherine Pooler's new releases. I think those would be cute on a coaster. Have a little mug on a coaster. So I think that's what I'm going to do. It's points with an S on the end, and it's not paint, Mary. That is too funny. She was wanting to see how many points she had, and she typed in paint by mistake.
Oh. 185 Celsius. That's what I'm running.
And Mary says, I can type whatever I want. Yes, you can.
And then for 30 to 60 seconds.
Okay, great.
So I need to reduce. We'll do in the middle. We'll do 45. Why not?
Yeah, and I think I'm probably going to order some blanks and stuff from Craft Express. They've got ornaments. I've got basically, I think they're about this size and porcelain, so they're gonna be real pretty, and you could sublimate on both sides. Uh-oh, who's been naughty? Mary was naughty. Yeah, Santa said that Mary had been naughty.
So I got my mat.
Fabulous. Yes, Miss D, we missed you. She says, okay, I'm back. You miss me? Yes.
Okay.
So I'm trimming my paper down so that it'll fit in my MISTI for me to do my stamping, because otherwise I'm going to stamp wrong, and I know it. But that means that you can do painting and stuff like what Elizabeth's doing, or you can... Hello, Miss Linda, welcome. Or you can do, yeah, you can basically do something like that. It just means having, if you had a stamp of that one I think was printed.
This is printed.
Yeah. So if you want everything to be perfect, then yeah, you'd need it printed.
Yeah, I ordered the print from Bethany.
Yep.
I said, Bethany,
she's got the printer. Well, brother has just come out with a printer, and I don't need more stuff.
SOG True Believer thought it was wise to use 25 points on 8-ball.
Thank you, True.
On my birthday celebration.
So True Believer's over on Twitch, and he just did the 8-ball, and it just said, because we love you. So I don't know if he said that, or if it was just the way that it said it. So I'm just doing just a scattering of the little mugs on there, and start with that. Let me get my MISTI. And I'm using, where Elizabeth's using the paints, I'm going to be using the inks. So they come in all different colors. And I'm starting off with the black, actually. Okay. Did you hear that?
I heard that.
That was a monster. We were attacked by a monster. So, thanks for using the TANGIA app. I have too many things on my desk that I'm not using. Isn't that fun? I was watching a couple of other people doing some things with their Artesprix stuff, and she was using markers on her stamps, the same way that we can do markers on our stamps, and I'm thinking, I think I want to try that. Because when I try to stamp with the ink, number one, I get my fingers in the ink every single friggin' time. Yeah, you see how thin the ink pad is? I always wind up getting my fingers in the ink every time I try to do it. So I think well, I put a magnet on the back of it so I can use my magnets, but still I wind up having issues with it trying to do it.
Do you have one of the big blocks?
No, but I have my little magnets from my glassboard studio mat. Kitty with a banana! But part of it just may be... Why is it what?
Oh, never mind. I'm bored. I'm like, it's going past 180. It's supposed to go to 190. We're almost there.
So apparently, the monster scared D. Thank you, Drew. So I'm going to try that, and if it doesn't seem to do dark enough, I'm going to go back over these, because it looks brown. I'm going to go back over these with the marker on the stamp so that I get the lines right, because what I've done in the past is just tried tracing, and yeah, that didn't really work as well because, yeah, me trying to trace. So that actually came out pretty good, but I think I want them darker. Like I said, they always look brown. That just means that they would wind up being light, you know, a lighter gray. And I'm going to do one at a time because otherwise the ink is going to be probably drying. Okay, that looks better. That does look a little bit darker for my little snowman cup.
Well, it's interesting.
I'm going to make you bigger so I can see that.
Apparently, I had little splatters.
Okay, so remember what we were saying about how the color doesn't look the same? You can tell the greens are much more vibrant on what she just pressed. On the right-hand side is her fabric. And what she's got in the back is the fabric, and what she's got in the front is the paper. Hello, Miss Linda. Welcome, welcome, honey.
You know,
I mean, it does look interesting. I'm thinking maybe if you had used more white in the purple to maybe make it lighter, or maybe more water.
This here, I put the flowers over the purple, and I don't think I should have.
Well, either way works. It's just you're going to be able to see through things because it's a translucent, and it just depends on how much you want to be able to see through it. Or you could have masked where you were going to do the flowers and then do the flowers over. Or painted the flowers and then masked them and then put the other paint over. Does that make sense? Kind of, sort of?
Yeah. But I think it needs black outlining. So where'd I put my paints? If I was an Artesprix pen, where would I put you?
Well, another thing is that if you try doing another, using the paper a second time, it won't come out as much because you've already used up a lot of that paint.
Oh, no, I'm not. I know it's... Get off my... Ink-a-bug! Ew! What did I do with my pens? I was gonna...
Yeah, I give things to Elizabeth and she just... Okay, Daffy's taking over the stream.
Now what? Brother, what a way to run a railroad. No, I'm saying...
Daffy definitely took over. So I'm going to just use some water to clean my stamps to start off with, but I'm going to use this also, but I've also got the Artesprix multi-purpose cleaner.
Oh, my pen's dried out.
Oh no. Well, you also want to, this is what I'm doing. I'm putting them in a bucket with the tip down. You want to do that for probably 30 minutes before you use them. So they may not be bad yet.
That's how I store them, is in a jar upside down.
Well, I do see the purple's not upside down, so you might have missed one, maybe?
Well, the black was upside down. Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll tell you what, Miss Elizabeth, because I love you and your birthday's coming up, I do have another pack of pens I can send you.
Well, super bugs. Well, what is this? Where is this? This is black, right? What is ink up?
Yeah, I'm really interested to see all the fun things that you do because you're so creative with all of your paints and markers and all the things. I tend to be very clean and simple, and I'm just imagining lots of fun things that you're going to make.
Hopefully.
Okay, I think these probably need to be cleaned again because they're stained, but that happens. I have noticed that using the black inks with your stamps will definitely stain them, but I try to get all the staining off if at all possible because that's me. Okay, so I've got 3 little guys on there, and I want to put some more stuff. So I've got I got a little gingerbread man and a little tree. I think I'm just going to do the gingerbread first and use the brown, because that'll be cool. Then I don't have to color it. And that says, gotta run. Thank you so much, Miss Yvette, for coming and hanging out with us, honey. Absolutely, absolutely, Dee. So Dee says that she needs to put this on her wish list so she can play. Well, everything at Artesprix is on, well, not everything right now. Each week there are more things that are on sale at Artesprix. Right now, Artesprix is having a sale on all of the blanks, which is 30% off, and Craft Express, which also does a lot of blanks. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, the blanks from Artesprix may be some of the stuff from Craft Express because they work together so closely. But they are on sale. Everything is on sale at Craft Express for 40% off. Cool. Including, like, if I'm not mistaken, including, like, my craft oven. So, yeah. But they have heat presses, they've got blanks, they've got tumblers, they've got tumbler press. I just got ink all over my paper, all over my thing. I'm trying my best not to get any ink, because this is what I do. I like white space. You guys know that. I like having, I don't want the black to go where it's not supposed to. So, I'm trying my best, because my first project I need to show the oven. Yes, I haven't even taken it out of the box yet. I'm going to do that. I am going to do an unboxing of that. That is on my to-do list. Also got a new light thing that I want to show you guys, because I don't know if you saw today's video, but I had some coloring in there that was nice and zoomed in. I don't have the thing on my desk right now, so I can't do it right now, but it doesn't take up a lot of space. Why did I do that? I was going to move it. I need to move the stamp before I put it down. And now I'm not sure how much ink I've got on it, so let's put him up. Okay. Put him over here. So I just used some acetate to put it down so I didn't get any ink where I don't want it. But yes, there is going to be an unboxing, and Todd told me a place that I could actually let it live until we have a better home for it. So, which is good. Because now I'm wanting to make mugs. Okay, I need a green. I don't remember if this little tree is... It's probably not the same size as the tree on that mug. That's okay. That just means I need to color the mug in with some markers. So you can see on this, let me bring me up. This looks kind of a teal blue. It's not a teal blue. This is actually a green. Hello, Mr. Jim. Welcome, welcome. And I need to remove that TANGIA thing. Let me get that off of there real quick, because it's taking up space. And if you want to play with any of the alerts and stuff, I'd say check out the link up in the banner above. That has got all of the different alerts that we're using, including a link to the TANGIA app and the things that are for our YouTube live channel points that I've got set up as of last week. Yeah, neither of us are doing anything interesting while I'm trying to take the "Don't Troll Me" off the screen.
Aw, what happened?
I hit the wrong button. There we go. Okay.
Where did that color come from?
You may have done what I've done before. And first off, did you use any butcher paper or anything?
I used a copy paper.
No, I mean to protect everything. Oh, okay. So I wasn't watching, and I do apologize for that, hon. First off, the cord, if it wasn't hanging off of the edge, that could have been part of the issue, and that probably seeped out from around part of your paper. But I want to see up above that purple flower on the paper and see if there's anything showing there. Because I don't see anything from here.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird
weirdness there. It probably came out from your paper. I've actually had something like that happen too. Let me show you. I did let's see, where did I put it? That's the important thing, is where did I put it? Recently, Erin had her virtual retreat, and I made a couple of coasters on a live stream for that, working with Artesprix. And I know I've got them around here somewhere. Anyway, I messed up. It wound up ghosting. So I had a little bit of ghosting, and then I wanted to go and kind of fix it. So I did more stuff on the back, and I wound up with some of the ink that I was putting on the back floated around to the front of my ornament. And I think that was because number one, I did not trim the paper down. So let's say on my paper here, if I had it colored way out and I put my coaster down and I didn't have it trimmed close enough, it could wind up going around it and stuff. And I don't know if that's what happened with yours or not. And if you try repressing it, you're probably going to get ghosting because you're not going to be able to line it up perfect.
But
is there something underneath that on the right-hand side? It's the zipper. That was what it was. The zipper was underneath it. It was because of the zipper.
It's just weird. But I didn't press very even through here.
That's because of the zipper. The zipper didn't give you a good enough impression.
One that pressed really good.
So like when we've done these, because this is one of the ones I've got from Artesprix that I've used, they say to make sure that you put the zipper like off the edge and put your designs lower so that you don't have any kind of issues, because you need this to go flat. I just use this for my nail junk. I gave the pretty one to my mother-in-law because I did a second one because the first one I messed up.
So, okay. That's good to know.
The design is gorgeous, though.
Even this one is nice.
Yes. Well, and okay, even with the paper you have left over, you could, if you wanted to, use that one for something else.
Yeah, I'm probably stick it in my journal.
And Susan has a question wanting to know, would it help to tape it all the way around next time? Possibly, but I'm also thinking you have to trim it close enough so it won't be that big of a deal, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, this is green. I'm making sure I'm using green stamping stuff.
I like that too. I'm thinking I'll hand press it with the little iron and just set it.
And for that area, which another thing you could do is okay, like what we do with embellishing. What do you do if you have a mess up on your card? Put something over it. So you could like move the zipper end over to the other side so it's flatter there, but you don't really want to do over a zipper if you can avoid it, because if it's a plastic zipper like most of them are, it could melt them. But you could do another flower, like paint another separate flower and press on there. But I would do it a small one, and I would try to just use that. There's always the chance that when you reheat that, it could cause some of the ink to reactivate and float off the paper. And so I don't really know what a good answer is for you. I'm trying, but I've made the same mistakes.
I think I might just paint over the top of it.
Well, that's kind of what I said that I did with this. And it wound up not looking right. I mean, it looks better than my mess ups. Here's some of the things where I've got ink on things that I didn't need it on there. It's kind of, I don't know how it got on there, but it did. And then I went over it, but this doesn't look right. Yeah, it's like these, my stamping that I did on the paper looks right, but this one I drew on it, and this one I did a little bit of drawing on it, and it looks okay, but the word, it really didn't look good because I went back over it with the ink, and it's the same thing with the paints. If you paint on the canvas bag itself, it may not look right.
Well, I'm talking acrylic paint.
Oh, okay, because I'm thinking Artesprix paint.
Paint.
Okay.
Paint
Well,
over it.
Yeah, that should be fine.
But on the other side, it's still a sample. Let's get it on the other side.
Yeah, just make sure to put some kind of protective paper on the inside. If you've got any of the siliconized paper, that's best for it.
Yeah, I don't. It's copy paper.
They do recommend that you use butcher paper.
I don't know.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of different people doing different kind of Cricut projects and sublimation projects and things like that to get more inspiration. I'm good with doing cards because I'm used to the size and the shape and the purpose and all of that. These other ones, it's like, I bought t-shirts to put vinyl on and then never did do it because I couldn't come up with a design. I was like, I make lots of designs. Why can't I come up with a t-shirt?
Okay.
So those are some of my goals for the coming years. I want to get all that kind of stuff done better. Okay, so now I'm going to take out some markers.
Okay, find that paper.
And color these guys in. And I'm doing a little bit of a test up there. This part I'm not going to be... Okay, yeah, this part up here I'm not going to be doing anything with. I'm going to be cutting it around my coaster. Cordelia!
That's some parchment. That's as good as it's going to be.
Okay, I have to take out Cordelia's card. I want to say thank you for the card, Miss Cordelia. It's so cute. Miss... Could it be a zombie shirt? The zombie is turned off, by the way, but I could do that. But look at this. This is so cute. But I mean, I've had my Cricut Easy Press for years, and I very rarely use it. And then I've got a bigger press machine that I use primarily for Artesprix projects. That's not turned on right now. I do need to turn on my Cricut because I'm going to use that over here probably. Because we're doing a coaster.
We're going to do that.
Thank you, Miss Susan.
That up.
Actually, I think I will turn on the heat press because that's going to be faster. And I don't have to think about it and hold the thing in place. So I'm going to go to the Artesprix website and find out what the temperatures and stuff are supposed to be for this. So like I said, I'm looking at the page right now and it says week 3 of savings, 30% off on all blanks. And a link to all of that is over on my sales page, WJ's Crafting Corner /sales. So this one, polished coaster, 60 seconds at 400 degrees. So I'll go ahead and set this machine up over here for 400 degrees.
Okay, I can't.
And Todd will tell me when this thing beeps to let me know. Sometimes I don't hear it because I've got my headphones on. But it should be ready to go before I get done with this. So Cordelia wants to know what everybody is doing for Thanksgiving. We're having ham, assuming that Todd goes to the store to get the ham and I go to the store to get other stuff. Like more sweet potatoes. I was about to say that. He said, sweet potatoes. Susan says, if you mean by ready, do I have my stretchy pants washed and ready to wear? Yes, I'm ready. Ooh, and Maureen is making pie and brownies. Yes, I'll make more brownies, Todd. He says, okay. You guys probably heard him. Okay, I want to turn that off because that's what I said I was going to do, and then I didn't do it.
We're going to take a little fine liner.
There we go. So that's off now. Okay. That was just bugging me. Staying up there, but I want you guys to do the Tangia thing because the Tangia thing is fun. Links to all of that is on that new live streaming page I've got over on my website. Because somebody was asking me, where can I find all the commands? Well, now we have a page that has the commands. It's also got, this live stream is actually on there right now. And it's got links to the Tangia thing, and it's got, what else does it have on there? Oh, it's got all the commands, including the ones that I don't have set up as channel point rewards, but it also includes the channel point rewards thing. Okay, so I think for this one, I want little red ornaments. The hardest part with this, guys, is just figuring out, you know, how much ink do you want on there? It's just one of those things that's going to take time to see. Because, you know, it's not going to look exactly the way you expect it. Why? Because you can't see what the colors are actually going to look like until you press it. All the colors are going to be a lot more muted. I want to see what you're doing. What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm trying to put the flowers around my logo, and we're going to press it all at once.
Okay, so the logo that you've got is a sublimated print for you to be able to use.
Right.
Oh, that's fantastic. That is brilliant.
Well, it'll be brilliant if it works. This is my tester one. We're going to see if the temperature and everything is the same. I'm assuming so.
Yeah, it should be.
But yeah. So it probably won't look fabulous. But then I am going to do an updated version because it's going to be part of my birthday celebration giveaway.
Fabulous. I think last year you gave bags away. Is that right? I'm trying to remember.
Gift cards.
Oh, gift cards. Okay.
Yeah, bags Sam bought for the Stamp Away people.
Ah, okay.
That went to Stamp Away.
I'm trying to be careful not to go outside the lines with my markers. Yeah, I'm doing like the detail stuff, which is, yeah, this is more difficult than what Elizabeth's doing. She's getting to be artistic and stuff. Instead, my OCD person is trying not to get outside the lines. I do need to go a little bit outside of the circle that I drew, though, just in case I'm a little bit off when I press it. But that's why I drew the circle to begin with, so that I have an idea of where I need to go. I think I'm going to do the handle blue too. Okay, so I'm looking to see who's... Mary says, we can't wait to see your stuff. What day is Elizabeth's birthday? Is Cordelia. Cordelia's asking that one.
December 7th. But we're going to have opportunities all week, December 1st through the 7th, to enter for the giveaway.
Yeah, because Elizabeth likes to give back to you guys for her birthday.
And I'll have a schedule up in a couple of days of when I'm going to go bonus live. I need to turn this back on because I don't want to hand press it.
And I am going to give you another shout out as soon as I can find where you're listed on here again. I love that the thing works. I am so excited. You know, I've been trying to find a way to make that work for what, a year? 2 years?
Yep.
Something like that. It's been a while. I don't know if this thing has got a search function yet. And I'm just missing some. So I think my command is SO. Okay, let me do this. I am cheating a little bit. I'm going to try to find a way to do it. Oh, that's weird. It's not letting me pull up you for some reason. I should be able to.
Because I'm extra special.
Yes, you are extra special. Maybe it's because you haven't chatted in a while, so it doesn't recognize that you're there.
Here, I put something.
Okay, now I can do that and then hit the number 2 button. And now it should be a shout out. Maybe. Did it work? No, it didn't work. Okay, now it worked. Okay. Yay! So if you haven't already followed Elizabeth, there is a link to her YouTube channel. Be sure to check her out. I would say go over there and bookmark it and check it out and go ahead and subscribe because she's super awesome and she needs you.
I do.
She goes live all the time. So if you want to hang out and do some crafty things, yeah, she's always live.
Because I'm needy.
Now, we all need our crafty friends. Okay, I think I've got enough. If I go over, it's going to be fine. So we got some blue there. And I think I'm going to use a little bit of the brown around my foam. And that's going to be it for that. Because, yeah. Oh, I need to do my little gingerbread man that's up here sticking out the top. I do have to say that having these in the can, yeah, I've got my little tin can here, but having them facing down with the nibs down definitely is making them more juicy because I've had issues where I couldn't get really any ink out of them, where they seemed like they were dried out and they were brand new. So this has definitely helped. And now I got ink on my fingers.
I haven't used mine, so I think mine are mad at me. Okay. That's it. We gotta let it dry. Dry. Actually, no. Get a little ink in there. So hopefully I can get that to go on there. And then this guy, I don't know. He's kind of this looking.
I think you're doing some beautiful things over there. And I'm kind of wanting to just keep going. I do know that Dawn is going live in 7 minutes, so I'm going to keep on coloring. I'm going to stay here. If you guys want to watch her instead, I totally understand. Or you could do what I do and pull us both up. You can do two tabs on your computers. so if you want to hang out with me and Elizabeth while we do some more projects and stuff, that's great. If you don't, I totally understand. Okay, this one is one of the ones that's being dry, so I need to find a different marker. Let's see if this red works any better. And that's not really a bright enough red for me. I wanted a bright red. Yeah, I think Dawn is. I did see that she was, and I had it set up for redirect. Of course, that was on the live stream that I kind of accidentally went live with first by mistake. Anywho.
Wait, how big did I cut that? Apparently. I didn't cut enough off.
This is still not the right color. Let me find the right one. That's the one. Okay, this one's going to be the one that's got it. So this is the standard thing, which comes with the bright colors. Okay, and this one's got enough ink. That's awesome. So now I can color my little scarf. I'm going to do it in red and white, I think. Could just go red. I think I'm going to just go red. I mean, I'm going to leave my little snowman white, so. Well, I guess that was perfect timing then. Dawn says for me to take my time because her computer is deciding to go do an update. Yeah, both of my computers decided to do an update within the last couple of days. Okay, so we've got that one. And what color should I do my other mug? I could do red. Red kind of scares me sometimes, though. I think I'm going to red. Red will be fine. And do red and white stripes for the top. Because once I get done with this, the ink is going to dry fairly quickly. I think most of it's already dry. And the pressing is only going to be like a minute.
There, I made a card.
Oh, that's pretty. And that's with the extra that you had, right? That's the paper that you started off with?
Yep.
Fabulous. I mean, you might have been able to use it a second time. I have seen folks be able to get a couple of prints, but that depends on how much paint they put down. Putting down just ink is probably not going to do it because you're not going to have enough of it down there for that. But the paint, sometimes you could, and that still looks nice and vibrant. I think that is so pretty.
Yeah, and this would make a cool little gift, right? You
absolutely
supplement it if it worked, and then you would ship it off. Well, I forgot to turn on my machine. I'm like waiting for it to warm up.
Oh, you forgot to turn on your heat press?
Yes, and it's not turning on. There it goes. Ugh. Okay, we're going to get rid of those. That's all right. We're going to all that heat up, tidy up.
So how many of you guys are interested in the Artesprix stuff? Whether you've tried it or not, is this something that you're interested in? You want to give it a shot, but you just haven't tried it yet? Okay, and my little candy cane. Hello, Maria. Maria says she's never heard of it before. Artesprix, I think they have been around for a bit. I've been using their stuff for, 2 years, I think, since the first time I did one of their projects. This is sublimatable ink. It's just like the printing sublimation that a lot of Cricut and Silhouette and Scan and Cut folks use, where they print everything out and then they kind of bake it into your project. Don't think I've got my keychain in here, but one of the first things I did was a keychain. It's like a little, basically a square or diamond shape keychain that I did stamping, coloring, and I still have it on my keychain and still use it to this day. Absolutely love the thing. But you're also able to do mugs. You're able to do, here's a pretty ribbon that I did last year. So this, Mary wants to know, what time will you be live on December 3rd? You gotta look at December 3rd. That's a way off.
I'm not 100% sure. I don't even know what December 3rd is. I just know it's my birthday week.
And I know that I'm going to be live with you one day that week, and I've got it on my calendar,
Yes.
so I know it. Okay,
I have
think
it
I'm
on
going to
mine
do this. I'm going to add in a little bit more into some of this white space.
December.
So,
Birthday that. You're, what's funny is I'm going to be live with you Tuesday, December 5th for calendary stuff.
And then I'm live with you the following day, I think, right?
Yep, Wednesday the 6th.
So
And
on
then-
the 3rd.
So the 3rd is a Sunday. I don't know yet. I haven't picked the time.
Well, thank you, Miss Maria. Maria said, I didn't finish the sentence. I just subbed to Elizabeth.
Aw, thanks.
So thank you.
Yeah, so I'm going to be posting a playlist, well, a schedule of upcoming lives for December 1st through the 7th. And the instructions on how to enter to win all of the giveaways. They're not as abundant as they were last year, but we're got some giveaways.
And you've got some sponsors this year, too.
I got
Where did I put my brown?
one company sponsored Pink and May.
Fabulous.
And then a couple of my subbies have sponsored. And
Fabulous.
I think you're sponsoring, aren't you? Like a class or something?
I said I would. I don't have anything together yet, but I will do it.
But, okay, we're at 189. Oop. It's beeping at me.
Awesome.
It says we're ready. Okay, so we're going to do the other side of my Mucky Muck bag.
Uh-huh.
And I'm not sad by it. It's a learning thingy.
Yeah,
Okay,
and you don't get sad about the mess ups like I do.
No. You know, it's $1.50 for the bag, and if all else, I'm going to try and paint with acrylic paint over the top of it.
Well, you can also experiment on things from the Dollar Tree. So if you can find polyester things from the Dollar Tree, just try to make them as light a color as you can. Because if you try to sublimate on something dark, you're not going to be able to see it.
Right.
Because it is transparent. Okay. But you can do that. I've got some things in my stash still from Dollar Tree. And I need to do that whole wood thing again like I did before. Remember that, I think it was at Halloween 2 years ago, I think, where I did a coffin shape. It was one of those coffin shapes from the Dollar Tree. And that turned out cute. I tried it with and without any paint on it. So if you do it with paint, you can definitely see it better. Where's my bigger scissors? Elizabeth stole my scissors again. So I'm going to trim this fairly close to my design here because I don't want it to blow out. I'm also going to use the protective paper from Artesprix. It is specifically designed for sublimation. And it's got like a siliconized coating or something on it. And I should be able to use this taco. So what we're going to do is we're going to place the surface onto our blank right around where the circle that I drew on there is. And then I need to grab out, where to put it? I need my tape. And this is something from the Dollar Tree. Did it turn out good or no?
I think I need to tape it down.
Yeah.
And, yeah, just kind of figure out placement. But
it also might be the temperature and time. You might need to find out on that. Where the zipper is where it's the lightest. So that means you need to make sure you go below that.
Yep. Well, I tried to press it a little bit.
Yeah.
It just pressure, but
it just doesn't get enough pressure there. And the Cricut ones are designed to be softer. I've got the mat from Artesprix, which is a firmer mat.
Yeah, this one's pretty firm. Whatever mat came with my machine. But look at that.
Well, this is what I'm talking about firmer. This is like a piece of rubber. It really doesn't squish that much. It's soft enough, but still. I think I've also got a Cricut mat, and you can use both of them, but this one I think is firmer than that. I'm going to go pop this into my heat press, assuming that it's heated up, because I didn't hear it go beep. One thing I do want to show you before I do it, when you put it in for the heat, you need to make sure that your design, the paper that's got the design, is facing up before you put it in, and you really want to put it in between two sheets of the paper. Okay, somebody blew up the stream.
Yep.
Anyway, you do it this way so that it doesn't possibly get any of the ink, doesn't blow out and mess up and get attached to your machine or attached to your press. That could cause issues. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. And it should only take 60 seconds to heat up and everything, assuming this thing heated up.
The time and the temperature is right on mine, because there are spots where it's perfect, but up here I think I didn't have enough pressure.
It's possible.
But yeah, it's a good learning curve for $1.50. I'm not sad about it. I'm gonna practice doing some other stuff on there. But I was
watching a video from, I think it was Abby. She's one of the people that does a lot of the sublimation stuff, and she says that they just don't show us all their messes up on their blanks. So it's okay. Yeah. It's just like with our cardstock. If we mess up with that, it's just paper. Yes, these blanks do cost a little bit more than paper, but still, it's learning, right?
Yeah.
Maria says, I always find choosing colors for a stamp to be the hardest. I understand that one. Okay, I'm down to 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm hoping I had enough pressure, because the last thing I did on here was that, I need to put on my gloves. This thing's going to be hot.
Yeah, those things get scorching.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going to do another one and make it perfect for my birthday giveaway. And it's a cute little tote bag. You can throw some pins and stuff in there. Look at that. It holds markers.
So you're doing with yours like I am with this bag that I messed up, that I use it to hold my nail step in. Okay, yep. Next thing they say that Artesprix always recommends that we do is do a sneak peek to see how it did. So before lifting everything off, because if you keep it in the right spot, you can
put it back down.
And I probably need to have it turned over. So let's see if I can. It is a bit warm. I want to see what it looks like under there. Oh, okay. Perfect.
Woohoo!
I love it. The only place that is looking a little bit weird is where it looks like that the ink where I stamped was still a little bit wet. So it kind of blended with some of the red, because red's a pain, but I think this turned out cute.
Yeah, let's see. This will be a cute little giveaway.
Okay, well, so if you guys are interested in Artesprix, I want you to type in the chat #ART. Go ahead and do that for me, because I'm going to give away a set of set of markers, and a black ink pad, because I still have them in my stash. And Artesprix products are now at number one, they are now at Hobby Lobby, so if you wanted to grab a couple of blanks. Also, they are the paints, I'm trying to think. Craft Express is available at Michael's, some Michael's, not all of them, and Artesprix is available at Hobby Lobby. So you may be able to get blanks and stuff that way. If you want some ideas for where you can get some blanks, like I said, if you can find anything that's got a high polyester content, that's going to be your best bet. But isn't this cute?
All right.
I like it.
Well, okay. You guys, look it. My pins are fine. It was just the black one.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I've got all of my markers. I think I put some away, but I've got them in this tin to make sure that they work well. I mean, I've even got all of my, these are specific brushes for specifically my inks, because you can do ink blending and stuff with it.
Yeah. See, my black is just a dud.
Okay, so I've got a few people that have typed in #art. Anybody else interested? Anybody else interested in the art? I mean, that's one of those things. It
accidentally pulls my name. Please don't send it to me.
I already said I was going to send you some. I may have like a single marker or something in black, but if you need another black one, I'm going to send you a new black one anyway.
Yeah. Oh, this one's. Do we know if we can add like alcohol or something to them to?
They're not alcohol markers, so no. Yeah, to my knowledge, you can't.
Oh, it's coming. It's coming through. This one. It's leaving interesting marks though.
Very cute, Elizabeth. And then Cordelia says that Maria had a question. A magnet board.
Oh yes, Maria.
Yeah.
So
I've got one of those too, and I don't use it very much. But yeah, you use it a lot. You've got the big one. I've got a smaller one.
I like mine for mixed media, like I was doing here. If you're a card maker and you want to do something for stamping and whatnot, like your Misty or the Altenew, I recommend. But if you're doing like watercolors, mixed media, I do pull this out a lot for those items. But I also pair it with a non-slip gripping mat, which these are kitchen ones that some subbies sent me. So this one's a kitchen one that I just cut up to various card sizes, and I can put my card down, and it's not going to slippity and slide everywhere. And then I can use this for a paint palette like I was doing today, and it cleans up really nice. And
yeah, I think you were using it with the Simon Hurley stuff yesterday.
Not this one. I used my Altenew mat.
Oh, that's right. How did that come up? Did it come up good? I haven't even thought about putting any of that like on my my waffle flower one.
Okay, so it's clean. It's clean, but I put a piece that I cut out.
We have cookies and milk.
I gutted this little template, and so there wasn't very much. And I had to take it to the kitchen sink with some Dawn Dish soap to get the crusties off. But yeah, they came off. See, it's all nice and clean.
Okay, great. Well, I am going to go ahead and pull up the giveaway tool so that we can go ahead and do a giveaway. Was there anything that you wanted to add? I'm thinking no, but I did want to give away another one of those ink pads. Now, here's the caveat on that. I've had them for a little while, so I can't guarantee how the markers are. But I do have some, and I would love to give them out.
Let's give this away. I'm going to give a keychain and the card I made away.
Oh, fabulous. Okay, great. So yeah. if you're interested in that, also put in #art into the chat real quick. I'll give you another, I don't know, 60 seconds maybe, and then we'll go ahead and do that. And then we can go over to Ms. Dawn's stream, and I can go ahead and get that set up while you guys are putting the hashtag in there. And the reason I'm doing the hashtag instead of doing, going ahead and just doing like I normally do, just picking random, is because I know that there are a lot of folks that are not really interested in this kind of thing because it is completely different than our card projects. These are permanent, meaning this is not going to scrape off. This is not going to wash off. I mean, it's permanent. I can use this on my desk. Here's another one that I made that this is where the stamping was not as vibrant. And that's where I didn't know to, but I probably should have used my my marker on the Hello Friend, which are actually Artesprix stamps because they're opposite direction. You have to mirror everything when you're doing this, guys. But yeah, I made this one using Simon Hurley stamping foam, embossing folder, and some of the inks and Artesprix stuff. So Mary says, I want to try it so bad, just haven't pulled the trigger on purchasing. Understood. I want to be teaching more of this, and that is one of my plans for 2024 is to do some kind of an Artesprix course load and do a hot foil course load. There's a lot of different ones that I want to go in deeper than just our craft alongs, but so far I just haven't had the time to get them done. Okay, so I'm set up for the redirect to Dawn. Although we did have a few people abandon us and go over to her stream. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the other thing. I don't know if it's going to, I think it's going to just put me up on the screen along with the thing. Yep, it did. It did what I thought. Okay, let me get that up. Bum, ba, bum. So choosing live stream, it is tonight's. Yep, okay. And we're going to put in there hashtag art. So only people that have typed into the chat hashtag art are going to be in this giveaway because I know it's not for everybody. You do need to have a heat press for it to work. You can use an iron, but I would say make sure it's one that doesn't have steam holes because you don't want to do it with steam. That's not going to work. If you got an easy press or even one of the small craft irons for smaller projects, that'll work. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start collecting comments. It says nobody. So I did something wrong. Let's go back.
There's a couple of arty art in there.
Maybe it's this one. Okay. Hashtag ART, because I know some people said it. Okay, it says 5 people said it. Okay, awesome. I think it's where, because I was having the trouble with getting all of, okay, I'm going to go back one more time and see if it'll let me pull it over again, because I think Linda added her name. Okay. Okay, 5 folks in there. We're going to go ahead and do a drawing. We're actually going to be drawing 2. One is going to get markers and a black ink pad from me, and the other one is going to get a card and keychain from Miss Elizabeth. So let's go ahead and do that. And it's spinning, spinning, spinning. Yay!
Woo.
And it's Miss Mary. So which do you want, Mary? Do you want the card and the keychain, or do you want the Artesprix products? So let us know in the chat real quick, and I'm going to wait till you say it to go ahead and draw for the second one.
Markers, please.
Markers, please. Awesome. And I forgot to hit the drum roll button. So we had to do that this time. Okay, so for the card and keychain, the card and keychain goes back to Elizabeth. Okay, I'm going to draw one more time. And by the way, I am going to be live tomorrow for Not Too Shabby. So I'm going to be in their Facebook group and here tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Just want to let you guys know that. And let's go ahead and draw again. Elizabeth, do you want to keep the card or do you want to give it away?
We're going to give it away.
We're going to give it away. Okay, there's only 3 more people that can get it. So it should be pretty easy. I hope I'm not one because I didn't put in the hashtag. Okay, yeah. So who's it gonna be? Miss Linda! Woo!
All right.
Okay, great. Fabulous. So Mary, I think I'm pretty sure I have your address, but still email me just to remind me at debbieJ@debbieJsCraftingCorner.com. Just do that so I can make sure to get that package out to you, okay? All right. Well, let's go ahead then, and we're going to rate off. Well, first we got to say goodbye to Elizabeth. We can't go away without saying goodbye to Elizabeth, right? We have to say goodbye to Elizabeth.
Bye.
Let's take another quick look and see what you did. I'm going to bring you up full screen so you can show them one more time. All the goodies that you made.
Oh, yes, this is for Linda.
That is pretty.
So she gets my sublimation painted. That because it was our practice run for the back. It is.
Yep.
And we know that the zipper was in the way. This piece was in the way, which I actually melted this a little bit. It's a little crusty now. And then we did the front just to kind of play around, and it will work to actually put a sublimation piece inside.
Exactly.
So.
Well, you've also gotten a little experience making some sublimation prints, so you could just paint up a bunch of stuff, kind of like when we play with gel press. You could paint up a bunch and then die cut them out and tape them to things and press them that way. Yeah. You don't have to use the full design.
Right.
But yeah, I think that turned out so pretty. Fabulous. And then here's what I made today is this cute little coaster, Christmassy coaster, which means you can basically put anything on there, any kind of design that you do for anything. This was using Catherine Pooler stuff, but that is so cute. And the only places I think that messed up was where the stamped ink was a little bit wet and tried to blend with the red. It's red. It does that. But other than that, this turned out perfect. Love it. Love it. So we're going to say goodbye to Miss Elizabeth, and I will see you guys tomorrow night right here for Not Too Shabby. We're going to be playing with Paper Pad of the Month tomorrow night, so we're going to be doing that. In the meantime, let's go ahead and rate off. Somebody type in ! Raid. I didn't put that one on the command thing, but it should still be working. Type that into the chat so we can copy and paste that. Oh, Mary wants to know, where do I email again? That's DebbieJ at DebbieJ'sCraftingCorner.com.
Said, copy/paste this in the new chat when we raid off.
Okay, so yeah.
DJCC Raiders.
That's a lot of chat.
Copy/paste this in the new chat when we raid off.
Everybody said it at the same time. Awesome. But yeah.
DJCC Raiders. Copy/paste this in the new chat when we raid off.
Okay, I'm going to copy it myself. So I don't know if you guys can hear this saying it or not, but yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say, we're going to say goodbye, and then we're going to go right off to Miss Dawn and see what she's doing. So thank you guys for coming and hanging out. I will see you guys later. Bye, guys.
Bye.